Hello, everybody. It is myself and comics here with Devon Arscott, the creator and or writer and slash editor of this 3 comic one shot. Yay!
Thank you for having me on.
Yes, I've been wanting to have you on for like such the longest time. Because I've always I've backed a lot of your creations or stuff that you've been working on, like rather anthology wise and stuff. And I'm like, I need to get them on. And then something happens, and then I don't get you on. And I'm like, next time for sure. And that is this time. Hello, everybody. Hi, Nerdette's Newsstand. Hello, Robert. Hello, Mr. Nobody. Who's Mr. Nobody? Whether you're new here or you're Albus, it's always one or the other. All right, and how are you today, Devin?
I'm doing fantastic. Uh, it's funny, right before I got on here, I just sent over a work for hire script that I was supposed to send in last night, but I fell asleep writing the email. So I had to hurry up and send that over real quick before I jumped on here. So hopefully, there's no complaints with it. I rarely get those, but otherwise, I'm doing great.
That is so relatable. I'm like, yes, that happens to me all the time. Hello, Reese. Welcome, welcome. Today we're going to be checking out one of his Kickstarters. Yay! This is going to be a short one, like 30 minutes, because he's on break. Did you have your water with you, Devin?
I did bring a drink with me today, so I should be all
Yay!
set.
All right. So we have three one shot comics: Granite, Noir, and Endless Hunt. Three new one shot comics in Epic Fantasy's publishing line, which has fantasy and action, raunchy, mature, not safe for work stuff, and a vigilante hero comic. One thing for everybody, to be honest.
Yep.
All right. So how did this come about?
So, after the success of our last campaign earlier this year, Bear of Ages, I kind of want to take a different risk. We had already, me and the Epic Fantasy group, which is really like three of us, and then anybody that we have projects with, um, we decided that this would be an opportune time to try and do something different, something that I had never done before. So bigger campaign, but with three specific titles that were different from one another. Granted, two share one similarity with the superhero kind of thing, but um, despite all that, every book is very unique. I was actually in the middle of trying to. I think I was about halfway through Noir at the point of conception for this Kickstarter, and I think we had just also finished Endless Hunt because that I had done a couple of test prints for that book early summer, so we already knew that was ready to go. And I was like, well, let's just put all these in one campaign real quick, throw a big denomination on, and see if people would be interested in trying to get three different things that may appeal to some people. Some things might not appeal to everybody. So you have three distinct options with this campaign. I'll go into detail about each one of these books, just so that way everybody that's watching right now can kind of understand what these books are before we actually, go ahead and see the
Get
rest of the
to it.
campaign.
All right.
So, Endless Hunt is our first real, like, strictly fantasy book. So there's no like crazy sci-fi elements with it, like Bear of Ages. The book follows the King Shemu as he basically goes on this like endless journey, hence the name Endless Hunt, to reclaim his queen, who was stolen from him by a really evil druid by the name of, what is it? Drayoid? I forget how to say it because it's a funny looking name, but it's pretty cool nonetheless. And basically, there's a lot of fantasy element. I would say like kind of higher fantasy because there's a lot of magic and there's some twists in there that folks will really enjoy as you get through the book. It's about 30, no, that's 28-page book actually. Granted, is the 32-page book, and So I thought this was a cool book. I've already read through it. I edited it like a year ago. Pretty solid work by C.J. Hudson and Rio Burton on this book. Then we have Granite, which is our, more mature-esque superhero book. Kind of think like how She-Hulk was back in the day. She's very out there. Doesn't necessarily break the fourth wall per se, but she's one of those heroes that uh, I would say is not the optimal kind of hero. She's a big
Mhm.
partier. She likes to showboat. Uh, and she has these amazing abilities. Well, unfortunately for her, things go awry for her life. Things dovetail, and eventually she's going to have to figure out how to navigate life without having abilities and being a normal human. And you'll see how things kind of work out towards the back end of the book, not so much the beginning stages of it. You get to see how she is at the beginning, obviously, and then, it dovetails from there. Lots of great action, lovely visuals. And again, this is another CJ Hudson book. It's a lot to love with this project. And then we have my book, Noir, which is kind of it kind of harkens back to the Silver Age, sort of. You pick up a new book, you get thrown into it. So Noir is a vigilante hero, and she's coming off of what I've dubbed the Gauntlet. So basically, it was a night long uh, gauntlet, essentially. A night long thing worth of bullshit from a villain that she's coming up against. And basically, she's at the end of the line. She's ready to be done with this, take down the villain before he, enacts his dastardly revenge on the people that essentially made him go that way. And the villain is, for all intents purposes, like my version of like Mysterio without all the, cool gadgets that Mysterio has. He's more of a practical effects guy. So he directs his goons to basically do everything. That's where all the Mysterio like elements come from it. But he's just a regular guy, no superpowers, none of that. And it's a pretty cool book. I wrote it in about a month, and then for the past year or so, I've been working on it. So it's been thrilling to put all these books together in one campaign.
I'm super excited. I was like, wait, did you do one of these or did you do all of these? So I was like, I wasn't sure. I'm like, if
Oh
you did
no,
do
it's
all of
all
these,
good.
that's a lot of work.
Oh, trust me, I've been developing like three other books on top of this,
Oh
so
my gosh.
it's been a lot of work for me so far, and I'm kind of excited to get past this point of funding, so that way I can show everybody else what's been going on. I've got a western and some sci-fi stuff and some other cool stuff that I ain't gonna share too much about just yet.
The grind doesn't stop.
Oh, never.
Oh, I'm so happy. All right. Am I allowed to play the trailer?
Go ahead.
Yay. Guys, make sure if you can hear this for me, yeah? Or if it's blasting your ears.
Great.
Oh, that was really fun. I'm on my phone listening to Hominus. I should have listened to Hominus. Dang it, Reese. Trying to stir me on the wrong path. Oh, this is what the profile picture looks like. I love it.
Yep.
Wah. All right. So of course over here we just delve into all the other stuff. We have the Granite, the superhero. We have Endless Hunt. We have Noir. Ah, oh, there's your name.
Yep.
Did you do any editing for these as well, or did you just do your
Yes.
own?
So I did editing for both Granite and Endless Hunt. I think I did them actually back to back, and then since I try to edit mostly all of my works, I am the writer and editor for Noir. So that way, everything's curated a specific way for that book, and uh, it goes exactly as I need it to go.
Where's your name? Where's your name as the editor?
I
Ah.
I save my editor credits for inside the book. I don't like, being one of those people to throw my name on the, front of everybody's book. It's more fun to open it up and say, "Hey, I know that guy."
Hey, extra stuff. Surprise.
Exactly. And I've edited a lot of books the past, what, 2 years, I think. So I've been busy, busy.
Nice. You work too hard. Got to make sure you're keeping that hydration.
Trust me, I make sure I drink a lot of water every day. One thing I need more is sleep. So,
Right. Endless Hunt. A warrior king hunts for his lost love only to find her and remember that she was never really lost at all. Skimu? I'm pretty sure that's probably the name.
yep,
Warrior king of the frozen tundra of Reek? Reek? Ryu?
something like
Something like that, ventures on a quest to find his queen, Arula, seemingly kidnapped by an evil sorcerer named, that's the one you said, Daroid?
Yep. So I always butcher it every time. I always have to ask, like, "Hey, how do you say it?" And then
Yes.
I'll forget.
All the time. I gotta keep notes on these. Through a sequence of nightmarish encounters, Skimu finds himself cast into different worlds, questioning his own reality as he ventures to find the woman he loves. Oh, love story and an adventure.
It's a fun book.
That sounds like a continuation rather than a one shot. I'm very
You
surprised.
you would be surprised by that. It sounds very much like a continuation, but it's all one self-contained story that, you don't need any prior books to just jump into.
Nice. Oh, is she named Granite because she looks like rock?
Yes.
I am just now seeing it. Like I've always saw it from afar, so to me it was just like a muscly woman. And then I'm
Yep.
looking at it. I'm like, no, I see the textures and stuff. That's pretty awesome. I love that. Separation anxiety. That's my dog. Aliana. Kalin? I almost want to pronounce it the
Kellen.
Spanish way,
Kellen.
but I can't.
Something like
Kalin is Granite, the hard living, fun loving, rock skinned superhero endorsed by your least favorite products and adored by millions. But when her superhero powers begin to fail her, Aliana has to come to terms with the possibility of being what human means. Wow.
that.
Oh,
She
I can
goes through it in this
understand.
book. So,
Hmm.
like you saw in those, pages during the video. She was partying it up, and obviously things looked like it was kind of dovetailing a little bit. Well, there's a lot more where that came from.
Page 9 was interesting, Reese says. I have to even remember what page 9 was. What was page 9, Reese? Write it
Shoot,
down in the comments. And then we
I
have
don't know.
yours. Noir curtain call. Oh, I love the look. Reminds me of I want to say Court of Owls, but I could also be
Look
thinking
at
about a
that.
video game.
Very much quarter vials type stuff. It's actually a homage to Ram V's Detective Comics. There was a
Hmm.
recent, I think one of the earlier covers was actually the basis for this cover.
Nice. I heard his detective stuff was really, really good.
I've heard it as well. There's just too many books that I haven't read over the past 5 years, stacked up in boxes and dresser drawers and everywhere in the house. So I still got a long time to go before I get to any of that.
Is that I'm the same way. And another backup story. Woo.
Yeah,
Or is that part of the story? Or is the
that's
backup story extra?
backup is extra.
Ooh, nice. More extra stuff. Yes. All right, Noir has been engaged in a series of events around the city labeled the Gauntlet by none than other her nefarious nemesis, the Director. When we meet Noir, she has made it through the final stage of this dastardly event as the Director aims to end those responsible for his turn to villainy once and for all. We will keep Noir from stopping him by any means.
And this story is extremely special to me, as like I said before, I have a big love for Silver Age comic books. So,
Yes.
going over a lot of that stuff, a lot of times you don't get, context. They just kind of throw you into the thick of it and they give you context throughout the rest of the book until the story is over with. Sometimes you don't even get that. So I just want to, let everybody just dive in, enjoy the story for what it is. And then we have a lovely 6-page granite backup as well. So that'll give you some cool, superhero stuff before she kind of dovetails into her own book.
I'm super excited. And we got 4 days left of the campaign, or probably less than four now. I don't know.
Yep. A little
24
less
hours
than
are
4.
weird.
Oh, I know.
Oh my gosh, I hate when it does this. This one is where I wanted to go. Can you go
There
down?
we go.
Yay! All right. And so we got pages of granite. Here we have the party. Yes.
Just living it up.
I love this She-Hulk stuff or She-Hulk-like stuff. Oh, it has the page number on here. That's what you meant.
Yep.
Okay.
I see. I see. I forgot what page it was, and I'm glad I've been reminded of it because that's one of my favorites.
Granite cover C. Oh well, he's already liking a cover.
Whew.
Cover
Moving
C
too
is a good
quick.
cover. Mm-hmm. All right. Oh, this looks so
Yep.
nice.
That's the backup in noir. So it's lovely.
My goodness, you're always in the most beautiful projects. Stop it. I
I
wanted
trust
them
me.
all.
I have no choice but to be on some of the best. Funny thing is, now that you remind me, one of them just finished today. Uh, Chris Moses had his new manga book that's more NSFW stuff. It was called "I Summoned a Demon and I'm Kind of Into Her" or something
I've
like
been
that.
seeing that everywhere. Are you the editor of that one too?
Yep, just
Yes.
made 27,500 and some change today with 700 plus backers, so just short of 800 backers on that campaign.
Oh my gosh. Like I've been wanting. I'm going to contact that person. I will soon. I will soon. Because I'm like, this seems like super interesting. And I have my subscribers are into some of the manga like stuff or like
Yeah,
superhero comic stuff. And I'm like, I think this is something that they're going to be interested in.
oh, most
Hopefully
definitely.
YouTube won't hurt me. All
Hopefully
right.
not.
Yes. So we have the digital fantasy $10 for 3 comics, all 3, one shot. And then we have the Endless Hunt cover A physical, $14. Cover A of Granite, also 14. Noir, 14. And then we have cover B of Endless. Oh, that's a nice cover. 16, only $2 more. Oh wow.
Yep.
Nice. And then we got cover B of Granite, 16. And then cover B of Noir, 16. These are really good covers.
Thank
All
you.
right. Whoops. I hate when it does this. Okay. Then we also have Digital Fantasy and Friends. So it's this plus a digital comic bundle. Explain.
Right. So what I want to do was something a little bit different. I wanted people to be able to get these 3 books digitally, but I also want to expose them to other creators that I am very happy to, be friends with, so to speak. There's about 10 plus indie comics in this bundle. So on top of the 3 books that you get from this campaign that we're running for, you also get about, yeah, so more than 10 indie books. So you'll get about 15-ish comics total for $20.
Nice. Okay, we go to the cover C's. $20. Oh, this is the cover C. I thought so. It's such a good cover. This is
It
the
is.
Endless Hunt. $20 for cover C. $30 for cover C for Granite and SFU, and then the one shot comic bundle, which is
What
cover
about?
A's, right?
Yep.
And then is
All
there
cover
more?
A.
And then three
There's
more.
So let's see. So it should be all cover A's for that plus all the digital books on
Oh,
top of that. Cool. Uh-oh.
what? I didn't do anything. Go back.
Uh-oh.
Go back. Oof, there I am.
There we go.
I knew pressing that was a bad idea and I did it anyway. Okay.
Intrusive thoughts.
Yes. Okay. And then what is this? Comic editing session with Devon Arscott?
Yes. So I try to foster, new creators or creators that typically don't hire editors. Um, and I want to give them an opportunity to work with one, especially myself. I've obviously worked on a ton of different campaigns. I'm usually a little bit more expensive than this, but I want to cut everybody a break. So with this comic editing session, not only do you get to have your book up to 24 pages, edited by myself, but you also get, if I'm correct, covers what A and B of the campaign. But I can't. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure that's everything plus the digitals as well.
How much do you usually charge, by the way?
Oh, my page rate is about 15 per page, so I usually get a couple $100 per editing gig. And I know what my recent job that I had, which was huge, which is 72 pages. I got about what 2 grand or so for that. So it's
Nice.
a lot of work.
Oh, you just said 2 grand. Nice. We're getting that money.
Oh, trust me, you got to.
All right. And then we have the Epic Collection, $200.
So you
So
get everything on this campaign. Ooh.
and what is this? Oh, is this one of
So,
those? Mm,
so the Epic Collection basically gets you every book from cover A through any of our more exclusive stuff. So cover C's, the NSFW, Noir, or Granite, sorry. And then there's one more Granite NSFW cover, which is a part of this specific bundle and up. I don't know why I didn't add it, just because I think I had enough NSFW as a regular campaign item. But if
mm.
somebody wants that other cover, because it actually pairs with cover B of Granite, it's it's basically the same, but she has no clothes. So anybody that likes that stuff, let me know in the comments if you want me to throw that up, and I will throw it up after this interview as a separate tier reward, and you can also get it as an add-on as well if people want it separately from any of these bigger bundles. But you're getting more bang for your buck if you hit the 200 tier, because quite frankly, you get everything on top of this. And just for the sake of this interview, if you are a creator and you back this, I'll even throw in an editing session just because.
Nice. You hear that, Reese? Let them know you're interested. And then we have the Investor.
Yes, this is my favorite. Granted, nobody expected that, and it's okay if nobody can afford the denomination, but you get everything Epic Fantasy has dropping for 18 months. So that's almost 2 years worth of stuff that you get from us on top of everything the campaign has to offer below this. Um, and also, since I also have a newsletter as well, which you can sign up for in my Twitter bio on my link tree. Um, you also get to work with me on a 2-page story that will be a part of that newsletter. So you'll be able to be published essentially through my newsletter. If you've never worked on anything before, and would love to, this is something for you. Like I say, you get 18 months worth of projects. So, and there's a lot of projects we have for the next 18 months. So, this is kind of a big steal for folks that are looking to save money on Kickstarters for the future, especially from me, because I'd do it if I had the cash to do it.
Right.
And then also get everything below that reward as well. And, like I said, be published. And who doesn't like being published?
Exactly. Everybody loves it, and you will love it
Exactly.
too. Hmm. So, where can somebody find you on your socials?
So I am on Instagram and Twitter at CBDevin95. Both of them are the exact same um,
Name?
name. Thank you. I'm blanking. I also have a newsletter on my Twitter feed. So if you were to go into my link tree on my bio, you'll be able to see my portfolio, my other social, which is Instagram, and then you'll also be able to see the newsletter there as well. So that way you can keep up with anything that I'm doing. I try to do them monthly. Sometimes I'll throw two every month because we have our free comics program called the Monthlies. Ha ha ha. That drops every month. I've I didn't drop one this month just because I realized there was too much going on in the Kickstarter to kind of push things to the side. But every month you get a free comic, no, cost to you. It's cool if you do subscribe to it. It's about $5 a month. So that way you can keep supporting independent creators like myself and keep these, monthly books rolling and anything else I might have going on as well.
Awesome possum. And I do have the Kickstarter in the link. I totally forgot to put up your socials. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I'll
you're
add that
good.
afterwards. All right, guys. So we are going to end it here. His break's about to be done. Oh, gosh. All right, guys. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Look at that link, that Kickstarter link, because you want all three of these books. I do. But I'll most likely get digital. I'm poor. Yay!
Nothing's wrong with digital.
Yeah, digital for life.
There we
For
go.
storage purposes. All right, guys. Have a nice day. Bye.
See you, everybody.